Hey everyone, it's Jonathan here with just one final wrap-up video for the Laser Defender series. I wanted to just get across a few points here. And number one is I saw some YouTube comments saying that you never would have thought of doing things this way, and you think that I've been coding for a really long time. I appreciate you thinking that, but that is really not true, and you can definitely come up with these solutions yourself as well. At the time of creating this course, I've been coding in Unity and C# and actually in my life altogether for between 4 to 5 months. I'm not kidding or anything that I started this Udemy course just like you guys did back in October 2016, and at the time I'm making this current video, it's late February 2017. So I really haven't been doing it for all that long. And in fact, I just want to show you the first version of Laser Defender that I created when I was maybe 1 or 2 months in after I finished the Udemy course, and this was my version. And on the surface, it looks pretty similar to what I showed you how to create. But there are definitely some differences. So look at that health bar in the upper right corner. Okay, I didn't know about creating a UI slider back then, and you can see it's not animated at all. And actually, if you look at it, you're going to see this giant array of sprites on here. Health 100, 90, 80, 75. And if you actually go into my script for it, you'll see this is how I changed the health bar. I literally had if statements for basically every possible condition. So it wasn't automated at all, and if I wanted to change anything, it would be a lot of work. And also, I didn't really know how to call this from other scripts, so I used booleans between scripts to call functions between everything. And also, if you notice, this was all in the update function. So it was very, very messy. And look at my player controller script as well. Very, very different than what I showed you how to create. Do you remember that entire level up system, how smooth it was? Well, if I wanted to update this in my original game, I would have to go to the update function of my script where I handled everything. And basically, I just had if statements to go over every possible condition, and I redid everything if your score was between level 0 or 1. I don't even know how to read this anymore. It was a truly magnificent mess I created. So basically all of this stuff I showed you how to do in like 5 or 6 lines. So this is the difference of 2 or 3 months of coding from what I knew back then to what I know how to do now. And it was just through trial and error and figuring out different things. So when I was really saying things like, oh, this is a good practice, it's a good thing to do things one way or not do things another, I'm really speaking from experience here. I don't want you to have to deal with this gigantic mess that I created for myself in my first version. So I wouldn't touch this first game I created. The one I was showing you how to create now, it's infinitely more practical. So like I said, it looks different. It looks the same roughly on the surface, but when you look at everything that's behind it and from an updating standpoint or a building on it standpoint, huge variations. So that's basically that. But let's talk about you. What are some of the next steps you could add to the game? So just some thoughts, maybe creating a shield power-up, creating different movement patterns for the enemy, making different enemy types, or creating different weapon types for the player. On some of the Udemy Laser Defenders I've seen shared, I've seen pretty much all of these things implemented, so I know it's all possible. And if you've come this far, you definitely have the skill sets to implement any of these things yourself. Or if you just want to go on to something else, get started on the next section of the Udemy course, which is the Glitch Garden. It's a great section. I know they're going to go over things like screen resolution right in the beginning. So really good stuff to learn in there. Or go on and try to create something of your own altogether without following any tutorials at all. The sky's the limit. It's totally up to you, but please let me know what you think of doing or what you think of my tutorials as well. I'd love any feedback you have to offer. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and this concludes the Advanced Laser Defender series. Take care.